Hi, welcome to Your Life, Your Choice with me, Allison. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon and I'm just getting ready to make the evening meal. So tonight we're having a lentil carrot stew, curried lentil carrot stew. And one of the things that's really important about a healthy lifestyle is cooking meals from scratch. I know we're all busy, but you know, if you want to eat healthy, we want to cook our own meals because it's important to eat healthy. When we eat healthy, we have more energy, we eat less fat, we eat less salt. Basically, we control what we put into our food, so we don't put as much fat. There's, nothing wrong with using a good quality olive oil or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with using some salt, but we want to be able to control these things, So today we're going to be cooking lentil stew. It's really simple. And I just wanted to share with you how simple it is. So what we've got here is we've got some garlic that I've cut up, about 2 cups of carrots and onion that are also diced, a can of tomatoes, some curry powder, some thyme. Now if you have fresh thyme, that's fantastic, but I don't have any fresh thyme, so I'm going to use this. I've got some red wine vinegar, some good olive oil, and the last couple of things I've got is this is 1 cup of lentils that I have previously soaked in warm water just to soften them slightly. And it's, as you can see, swelled up to an incredible amount of lentils. Fallon, do you want to come in here? And last, I've got some low salt chicken stock. Now, so let's get started. I'm going to turn on the stove and I'm going to pour in some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. We're going to get that nice and warm. And then we're going to add in our onions and our carrots. And we're just going to saute them. These are, you can see, they're a really big chop. And it's a stew and it's at home. So, it doesn't matter what size they are. You just throw the onions and the carrots in. And I'll saute those for about 7 minutes. Okay, so just while this is cooking, I just wanted to talk about lentils briefly. Why should we eat lentils? Lentils are a fantastic food. They are high in fiber, they're high in 2B vitamins, they are high in iron, and best of all, if you're worried about your heart at all, they are a heart-healthy food, which means that they are going to help lower cholesterol. And they do that because they're loaded with dietary fiber. So what happens is the dietary fiber, you eat it, and the dietary fiber goes in and it helps to suck out all that fat that's around. So, fantastic source. And the dietary fiber also helps to regulate your blood sugar. So if you are a diabetic or if you're pre-diabetic, eating dietary fiber is a great way to help you control your blood sugar. So lentils, they're low in fat, high in protein, great source of dietary fiber, and they're going to help you to regulate your blood pressure. So, hey, it's an all-around win. So this has been cooking for about 10 minutes or so. I'm just going to put the garlic in now and saute it for about a minute. And while I'm doing that, I've got these tomatoes, just a normal can of nice Roma tomatoes, and you can chop them up. I just leave them in the can. You just take your knife in there and give it a little bit of a chop. And depends, if you want them, if you don't like tomatoes, you could puree this, but I like tomatoes, so throw that in there. Give it another stir. 4 cups of water. The chicken stock. And I'm going to add the lentils. Just break the chicken stock up. That was 1 chicken stock cube I added. The lentils. Drop it all in here. It's going to be a big pot of soup. It smells fantastic, actually. And so iron, you know, I said that lentils are high in iron. And why is iron important? Well, you know, iron is what moves the oxygen in our bodies around. So when we're anemic, we don't have enough iron, we feel really tired and lazy. Lethargic is another word for lazy. We don't feel like doing anything. So when you are eating a well-balanced diet and you're getting all of the nutrients that you need from whole foods, natural foods, you know, I use canned tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes, but you know, it's okay. A little bit of canned food is all right. Just makes life that much easier. Now I'm going to bring that up to a boil, and I'm going to I'm actually not going to put the curry in yet. I'm going to let it come up to a boil, and then it's going to simmer for a while. I'll add the curry and the thyme. I'll season it with some salt and pepper. Actually, I'll season it now with some salt and pepper. And you want to season your food while it's cooking, because then the flavor of the seasonings, the salt and the pepper, gets cooked into the food. If you add the salt afterwards, you can end up with a really salty meal, and that's not what you want. So I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper. And you know, it's usually about 2 parts salt to 1 part pepper, but if you're watching your salt intake, for sure, you can reduce the sodium. Add less salt, or even use the salt substitute. So there's lots of things you can do with this. And now we're just going to let that simmer. Okay, and so the lentils have been cooking for a while. The carrots are almost soft. I like to have them with a little bit of crunch, so don't want them to be so finished. Add your curry. I've already added some. The power went out. So here's a bit more curry. And then the thyme. Now the trick with dry spices is that you have to actually put them in your hand and then give them a rub to just break up those, bring the flavors out, okay? Give it a little stir, and then we'll add a dash of, just a dash. This just helps to bring out the flavor of those tomatoes. Give it another stir, and then we want to test for seasoning. Fantastic, homemade lentil soup. Didn't take long at all. The worst part was chopping the vegetables. It always is. That's good. I think my kids will even eat it. And really, that's what it's all about, isn't it? We want to be healthy, we want to be happy, and we want our families to be that way too. So, stay away from the processed foods, venture into the kitchen, and experiment. So, Allison, from your life, your choice, I hope you have a great day and enjoy healthy eating.